Hello and welcome to Live and Die LA's Flosstube for February. We're going to be showing off our limited colors, our 2024 retreat exclusive colorway, which I'm pretty excited about. It's so pretty. And, obviously works in progress, which for once I actually remember to bring mine. That's an achievement. Sorry. I'm excited. Anyway, I'm Valerie.
I'm Kat.
And so we'll start with our works in progress. Should I go first? Since I'm so excited about that I've done something. Those of you who don't know, I have tennis elbow. So I actually can't do much stitching at all right now. I got it in mid-November, cross-stitching. And so I haven't been stitching very much. But the doctor did say if I could try and do like an hour at a time. But just take do 10 minutes, take a 5-minute break, do 10 minutes, take a 5-minute break, something like that. So this is all the stitching I've done in the last 2 months. I started this. This is our Crystal Witch project, which you can get on the website, Live and Die LA. So I started her, and this is my progress. I think it's 3 days I did. So that's not bad for 3 days. But that's all I've done since November, because that's all I'm able to do. And I have to stitch with a stand, so that's the part that's annoying. But, I'm getting there. I feel proud of that. And I'm glad I finally got to start her. Since, when did I start listing these? It was middle of last year. And I'm only just...
Oh, I know. I think you may have listed Luna in August. The second one.
Yeah.
Because I know at Camp Black Nose Society they were talking about them and asking me when they were coming out.
Oh, cool. Makes me feel good. But yeah, I've wanted to do it for a while, but I think last time I showed off the project, that gave me tennis elbow, which was the finish I did for my in-laws, which I still don't even know if they they say they liked it, but it's probably in a box somewhere. I have no idea. Anyway, Matt picked it out for them, so I had to finish that, so I couldn't start this because I had to do that first. So I'm finally getting to stitch one of my witches, and I'm really liking it. So
that's the important part.
It feels good because now I know, okay, good. This was, even if nobody else liked it, which people seem to, that's fine. I liked it, and I'm liking stitching it, so it makes me happy. So yeah, that's all I've done, though.
So I, on the other hand, have 3 projects with me. One's a new start, one's a finish, and one is just I made a ton of progress on and I wanted to share. So the first one I'm going to show is my finish. This is not on a Live and Die LA fabric. I've actually had this fabric for 15 years, I believe, possibly longer. And it is from an Australian company that closed down 8 years ago, which is how I know it's really old. So I finished Celtic Christmas.
So pretty.
So this is on a 28 Cashel in the colour Heritage, from Stitches and Spice, which is the Australian company that closed down. This is actually the 5th. I've now done all of the Celtic ladies, so all of the seasons plus Christmas. My goal had been to try and get this finished by Thanksgiving. I got it finished 2 weeks ago. All I had left to do was the beads, and I finally got in and got the beading done. That took me about 2-3 days. It's about 1,200 beads. So
when did you start it?
Black Friday 2022.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no.
Considering how many other projects you're working on.
Which is why I was trying to get it finished for Thanksgiving, because it would have been finished in a year. But even at that, I finished it in 14 months.
I think wasn't it 2 years it took me to finish my one, which is good for me. Something like that.
I think Autumn, which was the last one I did before this, took me about 18 months. So, but I did really push on this one to get it finished.
That's really pretty. I want to do that one, and that one I'm going to do exactly the colors exactly as it is. I wasn't going to do a variation of it.
Yeah,
because I've done Autumn, which I did a variation. I'm going to do Samhain, which is a complete variation. But I want to do that one exactly. I like that fabric color. We don't have anything like that.
Only modification I did on this is I changed out the DMC Z293 or whatever it is to Petite Treasure Braid.
Oh, okay.
Because I've done Petite Treasure Braid on all of them, where they're actually all patterned using a different metallic.
Okay.
Just because they are really old patterns.
Yes, they are. Yeah, I don't feel like that even really counts as much of an adjustment, because you have to assume some things are not going to be around anymore, or there might be a better option anyway.
Well, you've got the issue of for I think it's spring and summer that use needle paints, and you can't get needle paints anymore.
Yeah, I think summer I want to do completely different colors. I don't know what I was going to do for spring.
Because it's shades of purple, and to be honest, DMC is now introducing better shades of purple that might work. But at the time, there was just no good gradient on a purple.
Yeah.
So
there's a really good group on Facebook where people do. There's two of them, I think. There's one where they do them exactly, but there's one where they do conversions, and people share what they've done. So that I'm kind of basically going to look at what those people did and be like, okay, I'm going to copy you.
And surprisingly, these patterns are still in print. Which is really nice, because I also do Mirabilias, and the older Mirabilias are out of print due to copyright issues from like a decade ago.
And some of them go for big money on eBay.
Yeah. Which is weird, because I believe Wiltshire owns the copyright for them, and it would make sense for them to do like another imprint of the ones that go for stupid amounts of money.
Yeah, I mean, isn't Lady of the Flag like goes for
$300?
I've seen it for $400, although that's usually with the pack, the bead pack.
Yeah, just the pattern regularly goes for $300.
Yeah, that's insane.
The lowest I've seen it's $125. I want to stitch it. I do not want to stitch it for $125 just for the pattern.
I didn't want to stitch it, but now I kind of do. And that's the problem.
I kind of wanted to do it because I thought that would be a really good thing for when I do citizenship.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But I'm like, not for $300.
Yeah.
On top of paying for naturalization.
Yeah.
Though, Australia now has me under my new surname.
Yay.
It only took me 6 years.
I solved this problem Matt wouldn't have had to change his name anyway, but I just didn't do it. Except that what happens is everything comes to Matt Parker, because I had the obvious, because I was the one established here, so they assume we have the same name. And we do not.
My biggest issue is I just wanted to get my passports when I do naturalization. I wanted to get my passport in my married name, because my mum worked in a school, and she had a lot of issues with kids, with what surname was the kids, what name was the parents, what name was which parent, doing receipts. So while we have no intention on having kids, it just makes life easier for travel and things like that when you're under the same name.
Yeah.
Especially considering I use my husband's status.
Oh, yeah, on airlines and
stuff.
Airlines,
yeah. So
it does help.
We're doing a cruise in April, and then after that I'm doing my change of passport, though. That's interesting because I have to find out how to get somebody to sign off on my photos who has an Australian passport and has known me for more than 12 months.
They don't make these things easy.
No,
really, really
I have a really bad feeling I have to get the photos taken, send them to Australia, get them signed, and then sent back.
Unless somebody comes to visit.
Somebody
needs to come visit.
Not before.
Oh, not before then.
I've got friends coming, and I need to do it before July, because once I hit July, I have to pay for a new passport.
Hey.
So, but
anyway.
Tangents. I'm just really excited because
that's great.
I got my new birth certificate in the mail the other day.
She's been dealing with this for a while, so
yeah,
it's got to feel good to have it.
It's been an ordeal.
Yes.
Okay, next up is my work in progress. I have been working on this. I believe I started this in 2021, and probably in January 2021. Which is Happy Haunts by Good Morning Maui, which is available on Etsy.
So cool.
And so naturally it is based on the Haunted Mansion. It is stitched on our Haunted... This is the original colorway of Haunted Mansion. The new one is pretty close.
It's close. It sometimes has a little bit more pink to it, but it always did that.
And considering this is Lugana,
I have a like disclaimer because that color can go so.
It can either go
drastically
really
different.
blue or really pink.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can do about it.
So basically, I am doing Fandom Stitching Central on Facebook. This year's theme is Disney, and what they're doing is if you don't have a project that matches the prompt, they have a Disney Plus option, which is any Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, or full coverage, and you don't have to do extra stitches for penalty stitches to get the same number of points. This counts as a Disney project. So I have done 10%, about 12% in the last 2 weeks. I finished the organ.
I thought you were going to say that's only 12%. I was like, huh?
No, I finished the organ. I'm at 59%.
Okay, cool.
So I finished the organ.
She's so much further along on this project than I am.
This duelist, the Hatbox Ghost, and I started the trees that go behind the busts, because my second WIPGO goal for January was to do my WIPGO this year is a little bit less rigid than last year, and it's just prompts. One of my prompts was green stitches, and nothing I worked on in January had green in it.
Boo.
So I did those stitches last night. I finished at 11:55.
So I can't remember. Are you doing any of this? Did you do like the ghosts or anything in glow in the dark?
The ghosts around the organ, and the Madame Leota's crystal ball is in glow in the dark.
She was smart and didn't do what I did, so I started in the middle. She always starts in the left hand corner, but I started in the middle, which is the organ. And on mine, I think it was DMC like metallics.
Chronik.
No, it was the DMC because I had it. Gotcha. So I was like, I'll just use it. I'd never actually. So I understand now why everybody calls it devil's pubes. Because it's awful. But it looks amazing. But it does look really good. Now that I'm seeing you do it, I'm like, it didn't need it. It looks so good anyway.
I finished.
But I did glow in the dark on
the stretching room in the corridor. That is the lower, like the entrance and the corridor for the mansion. This row is the ballroom and the attic. So I'm now starting on the graveyard, and then the very bottom row is like the entrance to the mansion. So
it's such a fun project to stitch on. It really, really is. I'm actually sad I can't do it right now because I can't work on big projects.
It is I hadn't completed a motif in over a year, and I have finished.
And then you did 12% in a month.
And I finished 3 of them in 2 weeks, but because Disney, especially Disney Animated, has a lot of music in their early movies. We've had a lot of musical prompts. Mm-hmm. And at 300 stitches per prompt, that's, 1,200 stitches. Mm-hmm. So that has been very productive for getting this project. It may mean this project gets finished this year.
Cool.
So, because
I believe in you. You can do that.
Well, it's my go-to Disney Plus project at the moment. Because I want to get it finished.
Except that your next one would also work as that.
No, because you can either stitch on weeklies or monthlies, and the yearly can cross. Oh. And this is my yearly project.
Okay.
And for the yearly, I need to do 40,000 stitches to get all the points in that.
Oh my gosh.
And this is only 80-something thousand.
I'm not sure even if I didn't have tennis elbow if I'd be able to do that many. I don't know, but I'm bad and I don't count my stitches.
So that's like 600 stitches. So my new start is Disneyland. This is I'm going to put the picture in. It is a stylized map of Disneyland Park. There's several versions on Etsy. I found one that only had 50 colors, which is great, because the original version I had 117, which means a lot of confetti.
Oh man, that's awful.
Where this one's only got 50, and even at that, it still has a ton of confetti.
Someday I should find my Sleeping Beauty and bring my confetti heavy one that I realized later I was like, I'm never finishing. Anyway, sorry.
So this is being stitched on Easter Parade. I'm not stitching all of the white. I removed over 30,000 stitches.
Easter grass.
Easter grass, sorry.
Yeah. We retired Easter Parade.
Yeah.
This one's better.
This one is prettier. This pattern is supposed to be fully stitched and is... it had over 30,000 white and B5 2000, 200 that I have removed.
Yeah.
And I'm working all of my percentages from the remaining stitches. This is about 600 stitches.
You're doing this on 40 count?
This is 40 count, 1 over 2. God,
and it's still so small.
but
that'll be good.
This I just have to use my magnifier.
Yeah.
This is really just over a quarter. Like, literally, I have to cut it down still. I haven't cut my fabric down.
It's a half, you mean?
No. So
no?
Here is...
Oh.
This is how much fabric I have left.
Oh, so you're... Oh, yeah.
That's how much fabric I have left.
Okay.
So
we dyed it halfway, yeah.
Yeah, it's... I think the halfway mark on the quarter is there.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it's about 2 inches more than a quarter. I have to cut it down because it doesn't fit into the Q-snaps. But I really wanted to get it started because I was using it for monthly prompts. But yeah, so...
That's fun though. Yeah.
It's stitching up really quickly. I did pull this... Happy Horns got pulled out of the Q-snaps. I need to change the Q-snaps it was in.
Okay, so you have to do how many stitches on this project this year to get all your points?
40,000.
But
that also gives...
But you only just started like a week ago.
That's only like 1 day's work.
Yeah.
Like, seriously,
you can absolutely do it.
1 night's work.
We didn't even dye it until like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so, when did I start it? I started it Sunday. No, I started it Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. And we're recording on Thursday.
We're recording on Thursday.
Like, what day is it?
And so this is Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, I was like, that's Big Thunder.
I asked Mike at 500 stitches if he knew what it was, and he couldn't. So, like, I'm going to ask him, like, every 1,000 stitches if he can work out where I'm working on next. So I'm area completing instead of, like, doing my normal, like, run across rows because of the top. For the ones at the top, I'm going to just finish, like, Big Thunder Mountain, and then Dumbo's next to it, and Splash Mountain's on the other side.
That's cool.
And I think it's a Small World.
You guys are going to make me want to do that, but I have too many projects.
Well, there's a bunch of us. Right, there's a bunch of us stitching it for fandom this year. Oh, that's so cool. If that's fun. You've probably got a couple other people who will be posting photos.
Probably.
Of it this year. Needle minders are just from Etsy. This one's Inchworm Designs, and this is Kim's Creative. I also have the black one on Happy Haunts. I need more Disney needle minders because I don't have many.
You don't have enough for all your Disney projects?
Oh, yeah.
Like, do we have any over there that you can just take? There's Marvel ones. I see lots of Marvel ones.
No, what I need to do is I need to get another pack of the Disneyland pins and get you to convert them over to magnets for me.
I have a bunch that I just found the other day. I was like, oh.
You remember the 4-pack? Like, I mean, you've got the Disneyland sign one on there.
Yes, which is supposed to be mine, and I never took
I have the same pack.
That's a good size for a minder, too.
Yeah, if I can find another pack, because I want to keep those as pins. If I can get... Because I've had those pins now for, like... We got them 2020, 2021.
Yeah, something like that.
We got them when Marvel Campus...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Opened.
We all bought them at the same time.
Yeah, so if I can find another pack of those, I want to convert at least that one for this project. And probably the balloon as well.
Cool.
But, yeah, tangents on what happens when you want all of the minders.
I have, like... I've ordered 3 new minders. During, what's it called, 12 Days of Christmas, which we did, starting the day after and going through the 6th of January. One of the things I announced was our new series of minders, which I should have by the next time we record to show you actually what they look like. But they're on the website right now, and it's they're crafty merit badges. So one's thread chicken winner, one's didn't have to frog today, and the other one was didn't get blood on the fabric, because that specifically happened to me, where I didn't even know I had cut myself, and I don't know how I didn't get blood on the fabric. But anyway, I just ordered those like 2 weeks ago.
So they should be here.
I finalized the order, so I'm really excited. So that'll be my new minders.
Yeah. Oh, then, I know I have a couple of those our bobbins on various projects. But I may have a slight obsession with minders.
Yeah. Oh, I was just thinking if I saw them, I put them away. I don't know where they were. I might have shown off the little things that I got to just make the little like gift minders. But
oh yeah, no, we put them away.
I put them away and I don't know where they are. So maybe next time.
Because we had to clean our space
and put things go in that safe place for later, and then you'd never find them again. So I got to clean.
So we recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, I guess we talk about
all the fabrics. We have 6 of them and flosses.
Yeah.
Because we have 4 so we do limited colors for every month that we post on the first Friday. They're available for I think it's 10 days to order. Fabrics and flosses. 1 variegated, usually 3 breakout solids. But we also, another thing I announced during the 12 Days of Christmas was we're going to start bringing some of our older colors back, especially ones that we only did in a fabric, because we didn't start doing floss until it was Christmas of the first year.
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
But even then we were like, oh, we're not going to do floss that often. How wrong we were. Anyway, so, but this was one of the colors. This first one was our fabric of the month for February of 2021. So it was our first February that we did a fabric of the month because we opened in May 2020.
Yeah.
So it was a fabric, but even then it was only during fabric of the month, and then I had some extras that I sold during the Friday sales that we used to do. Yeah. We never did it as a floss. So this was one of the ones I absolutely wanted to do because it's a kind of a pain to get it right, but it's so pretty when it comes out right. So this was, I think it's probably going to be every other month. We're not going to do returns every month because that's
a lot of colors.
Yeah, and we have to remember where the recipes are for all of them. But this is our first one. So this is called Tainted Love. Congratulations, you're all going to have that song stuck in your head now. And if you don't know it, go listen to it because it's amazing. I'm really bad at getting this close enough. Okay, so it's always fun because this is the part where does the color show properly? So
I put the camera onto my ring light, plugged the ring light in, and forgot to turn on the light on the ring light.
We just realized. Should you turn it on now?
No, because
it'll ruin the whole thing.
It'll ruin the picture quality.
Okay, so you can see what this.
Actually, I'm going to turn on. Sorry, guys, for the change in color. I am going to turn on the ring light while we are doing fabrics.
Okay, it does help for fabric. I didn't even think about it. We're looking at the light, and we just. Can you tell we don't do this very often? Oh, that would help too.
Yeah.
Plugging it in is helpful. All right. Now we go around. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's try this colors again.
I'm probably going to cut out some of that just because you don't need it.
That's fine. So yeah, it does help. I can see the color a little bit better.
Yeah, it's not making the fabrics look so grey.
Yeah. So what this is actually, it is a red and then a gray, but because of the way that we dye it, the red mostly disappears. Sometimes the fabrics will have a little bit more. The floss, it's pretty much gone. But the gray mixed with that red gives us a lovely shade of pink that's really nice. And I don't even like pink that much, but it's a really pretty one. It's one of my favorite colors we've done.
I'm going to input photos that they've been taken under better lighting.
Yeah.
While we're talking about all of these as well. I probably won't mention it again, but that's what's going to happen. Because Val's already taken the photos for...
Yeah, like this one you can kind of see it's a little bit redder in spots on the variegated floss. But mostly it's gray and pink. And it's so pretty. It's a mid-tone, I guess.
Yeah. The original was darker, I believe. But because we changed the method of how we dye.
Because that was 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
I should bring in my piece. I have a piece.
I have 2. I have a piece in opal and regular Lugana.
I think I have an opal. I can't remember though.
But both of those are a little bit darker.
But we didn't do the floss before, so the floss is brand new, and I'm so happy with the way it came out.
Yeah, they came out really well.
So I'm really excited. So that will be listed, well, tomorrow as we're doing this. I'm not sure when the video will be.
I'm hoping to have the video up tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening, because I do have to come in and I think I'm going to do a little bit more dyeing on Friday.
Yeah, it depends on how much we get done today.
And I'm also filming my Flosstube plus a extra tonight as well. So I'm probably not going to get the editing done until tomorrow night.
Okay. So yeah, I'm really excited about that color, and it sounds like people are happy that it's back and that we did a floss because we hadn't done that one before. Do you mind holding it? Because it did actually hurt a little bit. Sorry. I think you're better at doing the colors too. So this one doesn't have a name. This is our brand new variegated. It's a mix of a bright blue, bright orange, and bright pink. We kind of went with bright because we're like, well, it's winter, but who wants to do winter colors all the time? And, you know, for floss, usually people like the darker colors anyway. But it's so bright, but it's really fun. I like the floss especially. I don't know what I would do with it, but it's so much fun. So we haven't actually teased that one yet. Because I was going to do it tonight.
It will be teased by the time the video goes up, but it hasn't when we've recorded.
And I'm hoping by then somebody will have helped me come up with a name because I got nothing. We managed to do all the breakout solids, but we couldn't figure out what to call. I either have a name immediately, or I don't have a name. Like, it either comes to me right away and it's great, or I don't know what to call it. And I'm like...
I'm just seeing what you've called the other colors and I'm loving it.
Okay, so the next one, the pink, that was Matt.
My surprise?
Yeah.
No.
That's totally. So this is Back to the Fuchsia. Because Matt was like, it looks kind of fuchsia. It's a pink. It looks fuchsia. Fuchsia sounds like future. Back to the fuchsia. I was like, all right, works for me. Oh. Sorry. It's very windy and stuff, and allergies have been bad. So yeah, that's our bright pink for February. Which works. It's February. Yeah. It's funny that the next one is... So I called this one, I got sunshine. You know, when we don't have any sunshine right now because we're getting huge storms. Even California does get storms.
That is reading a little yellow on camera. It is much more orange.
The picture I posted, and so what's with the listing on the website,
and then I'll
is very true to
over
color.
me.
It looks right. At least on my equipment, it looks right. Obviously, colors vary on everything you put them on because that's annoying.
Yeah, I'm still standing. I'm going to be covering myself with photos.
There you go. That works.
That's
when I got sunshine. I'm going to put all the songs in your head. Because then this one's True Blue. Like the Madonna song.
Yeah, no, see, I don't think Madonna...
Oh, where'd you get though?
John Williamson, who is an Australian country singer, does
a song called True Blue?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Which is a very, you know, like Australiana, True Blue Aussie.
To be fair, I had to look up every once in a while. I'm just like, I'm going to give it a song title. What's a blue song title? I looked that one up. That was not... Whereas I got Sunshine, I was like, that's what I should call that. So that came to me straight away. So those are our February colors. So those will be listed on Friday, the 2nd of February.
Yeah.
And they will be... Oh, shit.
So this video... So when this video goes live, they will be listed...
They should already be up.
They will be up from the 2nd until...
Through the 11th of February.
So if you're watching it after that... there may still be some of the colours left on the website, of the floss, but the fabric will be.
Usually the floss we have extra. Not always, but usually. The fabric we don't always. And then unless it's so popular we decide to keep it. Sometimes that happens. And, sometimes we bring them back, but it depends. But yeah, those are our 5 colors for this month. And then the next thing, this will be the first time anybody sees this because I'm not going to tease it until next week. It's also not named yet. So last year we had a retreat exclusive that every retreat that I went to or sent a trunk show to, it was LA Sunset, and it was based on the colors of our logo. This year I wanted to do something really different. So this is actually one of our most popular colors actually selling at retreats is called Cardiff. And it's a very light gray, purple, and blue. So this is actually just a dark version of the same colors, but It's so pretty.
Again, this is washing this out. It's actually a little darker in person.
This one, I kind of want to like pull out like the big piece to kind of show. It's so pretty. I want to do a Halloween project on this. Like, this piece itself is probably going home with me because I'm so happy with the way it came out. But it's this, so the fabric is a mid-tone. They're the same colors, but for the fabric we went a little bit lighter than the floss. So yeah, I really want to do a Halloween. I don't know what. I'm going to do a Halloween project. Probably like a Quaker or something like that. And then the floss is amazing. And I already have a small Quaker, a winter one that I'm going to do. Hopefully to have in time for the first event that I actually attend, which is in mid-March. So yeah, it's purple, blue, and the gray almost gets lost, but it's on the floss, but it's there. It's just so dark.
Yeah.
It is definitely there. It's done the same way we do our winter forest floss. So, but I think the gray is darker, so it's so close to the blue.
Yeah.
It gets lost a little bit, but it's so pretty. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do something on both of those. So I hope people like them.
Still to be named, but that one will be around.
If you think of a good name, leave me a comment, because I am looking for names because I don't know what to call it yet. Nothing has inspired me yet. When I know, I'll know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the floss feels very wintry to me, and then the fabric feels more Halloween. So I don't want to go too specific for either one, because obviously it has to work for both the floss and the fabric. So, I don't know. It'll have a name by the time I go to that first retreat in March.
Yeah.
So, and then I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that I think covers it all.
Yep. Our last witch, which was Artemis, is going out soon, which means I will then be teasing the next witch very soon. So look for that by the end of February. So look for that in the group on Facebook, Live and Die LA groups. And then on the website to order, Live and Die. Yeah.
So hopefully the links will be in the description box. Along with all of the color details and all of the details of our projects.
And again, if you have names for the retreat one, help me out, because otherwise I'll be posting in the group and asking for names, because people come up with really good names. I make a list, even if I don't use the name, I make a list of the ones I like, well, most of them, just to be like, maybe in future I'll find something I like that fits to me.
We are trying to post more on Instagram, especially with the color releases. Anytime I'm using Live and Die LA fabrics in my stuff, I am trying to tag Live and Die LA in those as well.
Please tag us if you do use stuff, because I love seeing what everybody uses.
So on Instagram, it's Live and Die LA. It's going to be on the screen. Mm-hmm. I'm Kat Kenso, and Val is
Garbage Girl with no vowels.
Again, on the screen.
But I will admit, I'm using the Live and Die LA one more, even for my project. So my cross stitch stuff is more there than anything.
Yeah.
I should use mine more, but I don't.
Sorry, I think that is it. Thank you to everybody who watched. Subscribe, like, comment, do all the YouTubey things.
Oh, and we do have a 5% off coupon that will be flashing on the screen now. So if you buy stuff on the website,
I'm gonna have a whole thing
okay,
that's covering me without Instagram socials and stuff like that.
Because it's very specific, so it'll give you 5% off on the website.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody has a good month.
Yep.
You get to stitch some pretty things.
And we'll be back in March with new colors.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well on all of our shipping at the moment. We're getting close to...
I only have 135 open orders.
We've got most of the Christmas stuff out now, right?
Yes. So I think it's all out.
So it's going to be mostly...
Unless somebody asked me to hold it.
Yeah, most of the January stuff will be going out shortly.
Mm-hmm. Artemis is first. That's the next thing. And then the winter mystery boxes will go out in a few weeks. Probably I think I said end of February. I'm waiting on a couple things coming from out of the country.
So, yeah, do be aware that if you're ordering anything, check the lead times. And...
Oh, and we do... So we have fabric and floss of the month. They're only ever available the first 10 days of the month for like starting that month. So if you go to the front page of our website, they're there. And we did announce today that so in the past we've done like kind of haphazard. So the colors never really made sense together, or very rarely did. We are going to start making both of them. They're going to be complementary. So basically the point is that you could, if you have a project, immediately work with both of those together. So one will be a variegated and one will be a solid, probably that comes from that variegated, or it'll really closely, like, it'll be very complementary to it. Normally the fabric will be the solid and the floss will be the variegated. But, you know, if something feels like it would work really well on a fabric, I might change it up one month. So you can do that on, you know, Live and Die LA. Again, it's right on the front page. And you have through February. What month is it now? You have through February 10th to sign up.
Or, yeah.
For this month.
For this month and ongoing for whatever month.
It's usually the 1st through the 10th every month. So, and if you get a discount if you sign up for multiple months, and you do get, you know, and as you do with anything on our website, if you order it from the website, you get a 5% back in rewards, because we have our Stitches rewards program, which gives you $5 the first time you sign up and on your birthday.
Yeah.
If you give it your birthday, which I don't check, so there's a plugin that handles all of that for you. So,
yes.
All right.
Hopefully, take care. I know it is wet and cold in
much of the country, and
of our country, and for other parts of the world it is stupid hot and wet.
So many extremes right now.
I know the Australians are dealing with extreme heat right now. So yeah, take care. Hopefully, hey, if it is raining and snowing or whatever, it's stitching time, right?
There you go. That's the best time to have all the projects.
So we will be back in March.
All right, thank you for joining us. See you in a month.
Ciao.